So you bring these out from time to time, kind of like during the holidays, or what?
But yeah, we try to have them going by Thanksgiving and leave them until New Year's. It pretty well, I have enough that fills up our lawn.
There's a lot of them, huh?
Quite a few.
This guy, are they all bicycles?
No, but yeah, no, three bicycle. This one here walks. He walks. I'll show you that in a minute. Hey, what happened here?
Come undone?
Well, maybe it's not going to.
Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't?
Well, it's always been working. The lights are all on this side.
Scotty, what do you call these?
Junk. Well, a bicycle, unicycle, and walking guy and his little troublemaker. He gives me a lot of trouble.
Is this art?
Well, especially this one. I gave him a brain and then I found out it was bigger than mine, so he really outsmarted me. So I took part of his brain away and now I can control him.
Why did you get into doing this?
How? Why?
Why?
Because my Esther wanted me to make a little bike, so a year ago I made him.
But how did you get into doing this?
Why the whole works?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just a little bit at a time. First, I just made an outline of a 78 Chev pickup, and then I just started adding. The unicycle is also, he runs off of a motor from a big satellite dish, which is 12 volt.
How long does it take to make one?
Yeah, good question. This little guy took quite a while because everything was so tight. Didn't have much room to work with. You might not believe it, but there is 290 lights running off of this thing.
So is there drilling, designing, bending? Tell me what you have to do to build it.
Well, you have to drill, and designing isn't the wheels. Of course, you can't use bicycle wheels, so these are off of a beat drill, depth bands off of a beat drill, and they're about the same size as the little wheel is. So the only bicycle part I use is the hub and the chain.
Everything else comes from here?
Yeah.
How do you
I don't know, I can't explain it.
So they're just, so the bike frame,
Yes, I used a bike frame and that is all I used. The bike frame, handlebars, the 2 forks, all the rest I made.
what do you think of these things?
What do I think of them? I like them. A lot of people do, because a lot of people come look.
And why do you do this, other than SRS?
I just enjoy it. I enjoy making things. Even if they are dumb and stupid, but I still enjoy them. Bands from a beat drill, so the seat doesn't get too deep. They go on the side of a disc of a beat drill to get the beats in the right depth. And that's, you can't go too deep with beat seat or they won't come up. They don't come up for me even at the right depth. See, there's a broken bulb right there.
He's a little noisy. What do the neighbors think of him?
Well, they like some people like him better than anything. It's kind of odd. Not everybody likes the same thing.
What kind of motor does he have?
It's just a regular electric motor. A lot of bicycle parts to slow him down.
Do the neighbors like him? Is he your favorite?
No. My favorite's over there. The other side of the car. The holes have to be 2 holes for every bulb, every 3.5 inches apart. So it takes a lot of drilling.
And a lot of welding?
Yeah, a lot of welding. And I've had failures. I've had my share of them. But I can usually overcome them.
What happens to the failures?
I redo them till they work. So I never threw anything away that I couldn't make go. Just took a little longer.
And then this is your favorite one here?
Well, one of my favorites. I kind of like it.
Can you show that one to me?
Yeah, you bet.
All right.
I'm going to turn this light switch off.
What do you like about that one?
It was the biggest challenge of all of them. Yeah, it was.
What?
It was.
Why?
Because it's going opposite way with one motor.
Oh. Well, how do you do it then?
Well, you'll have to go take a look. I can't. Just walk up to it and you'll find out why.
Okay. You don't like colored lights? You just like the white lights?
Yeah. The one I wish I would have, that one up there, I call it a flower. And it would have been better if they would have been colored.
Yeah. This would be neat too.
But everything I have is clear.
Yeah. You have to be really smart to make these.
This one here was the most challenger. And then the walking guy was next. And the rest were a piece of cake, really. Just took some time to do them, is all. So maybe that's why this is my favorite, because, but I didn't really have any, well, I don't know, I didn't have anything that held me up. I just kind of knew what to do, but it took a long time to do it.
Do you have any mechanical training, or how do you figure this stuff out?
I'm a dumb farmer. That's all I am. I still consider myself a dumb farmer. You got to be dumb to farm. And that's all I've done all my life.
And make these.
Well, maybe patching up the patches on my machinery is what kind of gave me some training on this, because I couldn't buy new.
So you have some mechanical experience.
Yes, I used to be the neighborhood mechanic. I used to overhaul tractors all around here in the 60s and 70s. And then the tractors got more complicated, and no, it was over my head.
But you were able to help everybody tinker and fix and do repairs on their stuff?
Pardon?
You were able to help people repair their tractors?
Well, I did it for them. I could buy the parts wholesale, and I give them the prices for wholesale and just charge them, back in the 60s it'd be whopping $2 an hour. And they probably had their tractor overhauled cheaper than they could buy the parts for.
I don't believe you're a dumb farmer when I look at some of this stuff.
No, I don't consider myself smart, because I'm not.
And yet you're able to create things?
That's nothing really. If you do one, you can kind of do another. That's a 1940 tractor, first one I ever drove.
It still runs?
Oh, you bet, like a clock.
Hard to get around?
Pardon?
Is it hard to get around?
Well, my right knee is kind of bad. Actually, there's nothing good about me.
I don't believe that.
I wasn't always this ugly either, so I can't say I'm good looking anymore.
You like the farm life?
I do. It's a good place to raise kids, I think. Lots of hard work, lots of disappointments. Hailstorms aren't very good. Windstorms aren't too good either. Too much rain sometimes is no good.
But you wouldn't trade it in?
No, I would. If I had my life to do over again, I'd still be dumb enough to farm again.
There's something to be said about living a farmer's life, I think, though.
I think so. They say a farmer lives poor all his life and sometimes dies rich, but he doesn't get to reap the benefits of it. But I'm not going to die rich, I know. But I've been happy all my life, I really have.
You seem a happy person.
Well, I am. I look grumpy, but I'm not.
I think farmers, people who work with their hands, people who work with the earth, I think they just have a different appreciation for life.
They do. You bet they do.
And you can see it when you drive through town. I mean, you can tell who lives that kind of lifestyle.
Some people really like their job, really like their boss. They can't stand the guy they work beside. I never worked beside someone I didn't like. Never had to punch a time clock. Sometimes it took me 3 minutes to get from the house to the tractor. That's as far as I had to walk.
That was your morning commute?
Yeah. I hope I'm not going too fast for you. I'm running as fast as I can go. No. Well, it looks good. First time I was out with her, she was pretty good looking and in pretty good shape. And of course, I didn't know how old she was, so I asked her, "You 18? No. Oh, you're 17? No. 16? No. I'm 15. And oh my God, I'm out with a baby." Because I was 20. And we dated off and on for over 3 years. And
so she got of age?
She was 18 when she got married.
That's good.
Well, her folks wanted her to be out of high school. She got out of high school in May. We got married in September.
Yeah. It doesn't matter how well you know somebody.
No, that's right.
When you marry them, it's different.
They got something wrong with them. Well, they'll change. Well, they do. They get worse. They do. They don't. Very, very seldom you can break an old habit.
Would you miss this if you had to give it up?
Well, who wouldn't? Because I can't take a welder. I can't take the torch. I can't take I can't take any of it. I have about everything that you need. To overhaul an engine or anything, I have it. Build something out of wood, I have it. Out of iron, I can mess that up too. Here 2 years ago, there was 2 couples came out to see our Christmas lights, and they came and walked in here, and they got in the house and asked her, "What did you like the best?" The shop. Yeah, I'm kind of proud of it. We have a floor drain on that side, water heater in the corner, pressure washer.
Virgil wants it too.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. He said, of course, he's so crippled up now that it's hard for him.
You know everybody in Eaton, you think?
Pardon?
You think you know just about everybody in Eaton?
No. 50 years ago we did.
Yeah.
Now you don't know 2% of them.
Is that right?
That's right. I don't know what happened to them. Yeah, they scattered out.
Yeah.
And we get a gas check, $26 a year, but we get gas from it for the 2 houses and this.
Oh, is that right?
So that is I don't care if we get another drop of oil, as long as we keep getting that gas.
Natural gas?
Yeah.
Do you have a pipe run to the house?
Yeah. Well, to the back over here. Oh, that's beautiful.
That's neat. Well, they say natural gas is the way it's going to be here.
Pretty high price the way they're saying.
Yeah.
We had to, they shut us off one time because we had a leak and we didn't know where, or they didn't say that we had a leak, but usually I keep it 60 in here. That winter kept it 50. Well, there was 3 winters, and the next winter was 2,100. And then I asked if we could hook up again. And the guy said, sure. He said, you got the right. So we hooked it up, and it was on a few days, and that guy said, you got a leak someplace. I said,
how does he determine that?
Well, plus he said there was no pressure in the well.
Oh.
This is the biggest project, a single project I've made.
Tell me about it.
I probably enjoyed it as much as any of them, only this wasn't such a challenge because actually it was easy. Nothing to figure out, just go ahead and it was more physical than brain work, which was okay because I don't have them to do it, don't have brains. So that actually it was nothing complicated.
But it's big. It's big.
Yeah, it's big.
How big? How much material?
Actual all material together is 1,700 feet.
How many holes?
3,400 light bulbs. But then you don't see them all because excessive lights are hidden into those oil cartons because they never come out right.
But it's lit and staggered and it does cool things.
Well, that was the idea.
Are you proud of this one?
I'm proud of it. Yeah, I'm proud. And actually, I'm bragging on it. I know I am, but that's what I do best.
Now you had to overcome some physical obstacles to build
Well,
this, didn't you?
I wasn't sick or anything. I just ran out of energy. I would work for 5 minutes and I had to sit for 20. And so, month of August, I didn't get much done. Till went in, I got a few refills of blood, and that helped. And this was finished about, maybe 10th of September. I went to put the lights in. I couldn't see the holes. Too many birthdays. So the grandkids and my son, they put them all in. I put a few in, but I could have done it, but it would have taken me a long time just to put the lights.
Now you sold this one.
Yeah.
Did you sell it to
Well, she wanted me to make it for her, so yes, I did.
a rancher? up
Monday,
in-
Monday they're going to come pick it up. And
Okay.
it's going to Steamboat Ranch, west of Steamboat Springs,
Okay.
Saddle Mountain Ranch.
Now, you called them and asked them to leave it here.
Yes, because it was in the paper, like last Sunday. It was in the paper, and then so we knew a lot of people would come see it, and they did. Because they had planned on picking it up first of this week, and that would have kind of ruined it. Yeah, so they were nice enough to leave it for a week.
So is it kind of nice to have an opportunity to see everybody and visit?
Oh yes.
Is that the benefit of it?
Now, I'm not sure everybody liked him. Last night a guy came in, and I guess all he wanted to do was make a U-turn because he didn't look in. He just drove right on through. But yeah, most people were fascinated by it. A lot of them have come back 3 times.
Do you appreciate the opportunity to visit with some of these people?
Yes, there's some I hadn't seen for years too. And I really enjoyed that. So of course they had to tell me who they were because I hadn't seen some of them for 40 years. But they're like me, they changed too.
Well, hopefully some of them will come by tonight.
I hope they will.
Oh, God, you're all dirty. Oops.
That's all right.
But I built one, it went up there too.
In Evergreen you did?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It was out of redwood.
Okay.
When that left her, that was the most beautiful swing you ever saw.
I bet.
But I'll bet 3 months later it was, redwood fades.
Yeah. You got to keep a lot of stain on it or something. Esther, what do you think of Scotty's creations?
First, I didn't know what to think of him. And then the more I got to look, I really didn't know what he was doing till he finally got him lit up. And then I realized this one out here, I had no idea how that was going to work because it kept saying, how are you going to make a lasso? How are you going to make the calf turn around at the end? And then the first time they brought it out and turned the lights on, I was amazed. I thought, how in the world did he figure that out in his head and get it to work the way it does? I think it's beautiful. We're going to miss it when it's gone.
Well, that's kind of the sad part about that, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's kind of like family now.
Yeah, it's been here a long time, but it's just like a child. When they leave, you gotta let them go. so it'll be going. They're going to be glad to have it. Very glad to have it.
Scotty here thinks you're going to make a move. What do you think?
I'm going to make him move.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to pry him away from this place. It's getting too big for us to take care of, or for him to take care of. way too big for him to take care of anymore. He used to enjoy it a lot, and now when he has to go in for injections, I'm worried about the wintertime, how to get him in there. But if we stay, we'll make it. Somebody will take us in.
What do you think, Scotty? I mean,
Well, it's going to be hard to leave. Very hard. Because I saw it go from a dump to a little classier dump.
Oh, no.
But it was a dump. It used to be a dump.
you've made it a beautiful farm.
Well,
it's
thank
a
you.
beautiful place. I mean, you can feel the warmth when you pull up. It's a really, really nice
Yeah,
place.
he's worked hard on it. And then he tells me later he didn't know what the heck he was doing. At the time, oh yeah, I know what I'm doing. Sure.
Let's go back to the artwork in the. Hey,
That's our son.
let's go back to the artwork in the projects.
Okay.
What do you make of them? I mean, is it just a fun hobby for Scotty to do, or just a distraction, or does it add something to the farm? Or
Yes. In fact, when he started out, he couldn't figure out how to make the lights move. And we went all over asking different electrical companies if they had something that would make lights jump. Couldn't find anybody that would help us, so he came home and figured it out himself. And then after he got deer to jumping, then finally thought, well, why couldn't he get something to moving?
Then the rest were easy.
And then he started out, somebody said, well, gee, it'd be nice if you make a bicycle. You can do that. So pretty soon he had a guy riding a bicycle, and then he had one riding a unicycle. Then pretty soon he had a guy jumping rope, and a guy walking. And then last year he added a little tiny bicycle with a little kid on it. That was as cute as could be. That's my favorite.
everybody seems to have their favorite.
Yeah.
A lot of them do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he sets it up at Christmas time, and there's not a Christmas thing in it, nothing Christmassy. But boy, the people come to see it. They really do.
The only thing Christmas in the whole thing is we have a Christmas tree in the gazebo. Other than that, there's nothing about it is Christmas. It's
Now-
just an excuse to put them out.
Now, I thought the article in the Tribune said that you saw the wild lights down at the Denver Zoo.
We
that
saw them on
kinda-
TV, really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we saw
Yeah.
them on
And
TV.
from that, you were able to figure out.
Yeah, I wanted something to make deer jump. So I did. Made deer jump. That one machine, you probably didn't see it in there, but it runs 27 deer. Some of them, they go lope, 17 of them do, and then I have 10 that are on the floor of a fifth wheel trailer, and then they jump up and down, and they don't ever get tired. They keep doing it.
Yeah, everybody, whenever they come and they say, gee, Scotty, can you make? And I go, he'll do it. He'll make it. I don't know what his project next would be. I don't know.
It's hard to top that one, though.
Yeah, it is.
You know, when Luana said, Scotty, if you get to feeling better, maybe you told him, I'd like to have you make something else for me. And right away he thought of what he wanted to make. And when he came home and told me, I said, oh my gosh, are you sure you can make something that big? Well, sure he can. He had no doubt that he could do it. And we've had so many people that, I hope there hasn't been any negative people about it, but had so many people that come out and they're just amazed. They cannot believe it when they see it. And that's why I'm glad they came out, because in the paper it doesn't describe how it works at all. You have to see it.
To see it to really appreciate it.
And like I told Luana, I said, well, this one here, when it gets up there, it isn't one that's made from a factory. It's been handmade completely. Right from his mind of how to do it to the iron, it's homemade. There's nothing machine made in it at all. So, but he's done good.
I finally have to ask you. I see you two sitting there on the swing. You obviously love each other very much, don't you?
Well, I know one of us love one another, but I don't know about the other part.
Yes, I love him. And he loves him too.
You You would have to love him to put up with.
See? I told you.
Do you agree?
Yes. We've been married 54 years.
Doesn't really seem that long. Seemed like about 80.
Oh, God.
You can't hear a sound out of this.
There isn't any outside the leaves underneath. No, it's smooth. It has machinery bearings in it, 8 of them.
Yeah, isn't it beautiful? It's just lovely.
Did you see the guy fall off the horse over here?
Yes, I did.
You see him jump back on. He's good.
You had a lot of people out here this week.
Monday and Tuesday was really a bunch, and the last 2 nights slowed down, but there were still quite a few.
He has the whole yard full of moving lights.
Well, I like to have them going by Thanksgiving. And really, that's not too far off.
No, it isn't. Maybe you're waiting for that cold spell tomorrow to get you in the mood for this year.
Well, I thought it was supposed to be today get here.
Well, I think tonight.
It's changing.
I expected the wind to blow today, because when the cold front comes in,
Yeah.
it's always got to have wind.
They said it was going to be colder last night than what it turned out, but and we're supposed to get some wind too. But we
Yeah, I
had a
believe
little
it.
bit in town, but nothing.
So it's in sections.
Yeah, they're individuals.
So
When they haul them up, it's only going to take 6 by 6, because I got a place for them to stick them in slots and then wire them together, and they take up very little room. And the calves only take 4 by 4. I made him this bucking horse last year. The same people. And we were up there, right after Memorial Day, and she introduced us to, I guess there was a gal she graduated with, and the first thing she said, "You should see that bucking horse." And I could see part of it, and I was, "What do you mean bucking horse?" "Oh, you should see it. How can that thing buck?" And she tried to explain it, and "You should see it." And kept on. And finally I said, "Yeah, I did see it, because I built it." "Oh, yeah. Luana, who made the bucking horse?" She said, "Scotty did." "Oh."
well, very interesting.
Well, thank you.
Nice to meet you and
Yes.
enjoyed it.
You have a good evening.
Thank you. I hope it'll be good.
Yes.
Glad you came out.
Thank you.
Folks have a good night. Yes, you too.
Let's go inside, dog.
Did he have them come over and talk to you, or what? Did he have them come over and talk to you?
Have who?
Never.
No, they came over on their own.
Oh, they did. I thought maybe he had to pay him to come over. Who was it? Who was that?
I don't know.
You don't know who they were?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, his folks were, his dad was from there.
Where's Kathy up?
Right here.
I don't know. Where are you?
Oh, hi! Oh, it's you!
What's who?
Marilyn and Jack.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, you're quite the celebrity here.
How you do?
Oh, you're turning it off and on now?
No. When he gets tired riding, he falls off.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what I do.
But he's good. He can jump back on. See?
That is really something.
Do you think is that what you kind of thought it would be?
I didn't think it'd be that big.
Is that right?
Oh, for goodness sakes.
You remember Dick over there? There was last time you were here, before the lights, probably 250 hours.
Oh, my goodness.
Come time to put the lights on. That's a snap, but it wasn't. I couldn't do it. I look good, but I don't see good. So that's no joke. I don't see good.
But we all know you look.
So grandkids put them on, and Dave did too.
And Kathy. I don't think there's going to be very many coming. It's too cold. Of course, they're in the car.
You're the only one that's cold.
I know, but I don't expect too many.
Well, go in so you don't get sick.
Good for now. But I think tonight's going to be very slow. It's colder than last night. Was kind of nippy, but
Well, last night, some of those nights were kind of warm, really.
get out here in the patio nearly every night. There's nothing, just nothing on.
So how'd you like your trip?
Good.
Not bad. There's more color there than there is in our aspens, isn't there?
Sure wasn't a good year.
Because they're all over.
They just started to turn. when
Oh, did they?
we came home, which is late. Usually they said it's almost over. And many of the inns and things, we were the last tour group to go through. They were going to close up after us, and the leaves were just starting to turn. So
You go ahead and sit down.
She brought down.
the building, they did things so much better then than we do now.
Well, yes.
And the building where the Constitution was written and where Benjamin.
Now, where was that? Was that in Boston too? Was it?
And
Huh. I thought it was in Philadelphia or someplace.
well, a lot went on there, but Boston, there was just so much stuff there. I couldn't believe.
lot
I
of
didn't
history.
realize. You know, and then just the age of things, and they've preserved it. You know, there's new around it, but they have a line painted on the sidewalks. They call it the Freedom Trail, and if you follow this,
Just follow.
it takes
Oh.
us around
Different
town
places.
to all of these places. But they took us in a bus, and we'd get off. Where we met a couple coming back from the airport the first night we got in there, and they said that they walked it, and it took them a day and a half.
Oh, man.
At all,
Ooh,
to
ooh,
go
ooh.
at all, so. But anyway, then we went on. We left Boston and went to Salem, and then up to Portland, Maine, and then they.
What's Maine like? Pretty, isn't it?
Pretty, yeah.
I thought it would be.
It's pretty.
A lot of trees, though.
Oh,
Too many, really.
Yeah, thick
Yeah.
forests up there. And then we were put on a big boat or a ferry, and the buses and trucks and everything had decks below. And we had dinner on there, and then we had a room. And we stayed that night on the boat. Well, then about 3 o'clock in the morning, there was a hurricane coming up. Hurricane Juan.
Oh, that's right, because Bob said, I wonder if they're going to miss that. Because, well, it was in Nova Scotia, wasn't it, the main part?
And at 3 o'clock in the morning, we woke up just almost thrown out of
Woof,
bed.
woof, woof,
It
woof,
was
woof.
just rocking and
Erp,
pitching
erp,
and
erp. Oh, I can already feel it. Oh, ugh.
Well, we took something, so we didn't get sick.
Didn't you?
But a bunch of the
There's
people,
that
I'm not
2/3
sure,
of 'em
got
did.
sick.
I would have.
They didn't take anything, but
I would have been in the majority.
we were just throwing
Oh, man.
Just like you was drunk.
And the waiters, come in and
Oh.
try to help you. We had to hang on to stuff. Level 1 hurricane. Down here they wouldn't think much about it, but except
Hello.
How are you? There's some extra seats here. Okay? Hey, hi.
There.
the whole family here.
Has Bob, he been out lately?
Not since this morning. Only I didn't see him. Esther said he drove over there. I was in that other shed. And
He couldn't find you?
no, he must not want me very bad.
He must not didn't even want to see you, huh?
I must not have. And then he was out yesterday afternoon. Well, he helped me with the bucking horse.
So you just put that up.
Yeah, just yesterday.
Oh, this is came up.
Yeah,
It's okay.
You're keeping it then, the bucking horse.
yeah, we're going to keep it.
I just got home yesterday evening from hunting.
You what?
From elk hunting.
Oh, did you? Well, it's people that they got money to burn. You'd have to have.
Oh, to spend that kind of money. That'd be the most expensive meat you ever ate in your life.
Yeah, that's not guaranteeing them an elk either. A little after 3, wasn't it?
Gee whiz.
Oh my word. What's he gonna do with all this?
We should change clothes. The windows?
Have they told you when this is gonna be on TV?
Yeah.
When?
Wednesday, he called.
November 14th?
We think.
Oh, you mean when it's
I'll
going
have
to be
to
on?
call him
Oh,
when I know for sure.
Okay.
yeah.
That'll be something.
Yeah, we want to be sure we see this.
He said he'll call us for sure, and then I'll have Esther call you.
Okay.
You better do a lot of editing. He said you're not supposed to cuss on TV. I didn't know that.
They're on one side, or they just covered. He was doing your cowboy. He's filming your cowboy.
Oh. They'll stack real easy. I made a thing for them where they'll stack just 6 inches apart. So they'll only take.
Up then, or?
No, they don't. They'll take up 6 by 6, the horses, and the calves 4 by 4. No, they'll go real easy. I'm almost sure they will. I might be in for a big surprise.
Well, I am sure glad we made it out here to see them. I just did not expect to be anything that. Are you cold, Scotty?
No,
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
I didn't even notice it until she had it on. I'm like, why go?
I'm kind of hot-blooded anyway. Esther, she's in there freezing. I go in there and, man, I start sweating. And
I used to be that way, but
no,
since I got taking that blood thinner, I'm not as hot-blooded as I used to be.
But you're still.
being it's thin.
He's still
Does that
hot.
have something to do with it? Yeah. No, I think I've done more sweating this summer than ever.
Well, this was a hot summer, though.
Well,
Yeah, it was.
Last, the one was up hunting. You could hunt in a t-shirt.
Yeah, I believe it.
Sweat like crazy.
It was at least 70 up there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I imagine, anyway.
It was too hot.
Federal judge that came up to hunt, federal judge from Missouri. Anyway, he said, I've been going to Alaska, get a caribou, a bear, and something else. Paid $12,000. I think he went 3 years straight. Nothing. Nothing.
People were telling me.
So you're out of meat now, being you didn't get an elk?
No.
I didn't think so.
Still got some.
I believe it. I believe it.
Because I told him we don't need it. I said, 2 of us, we don't eat that much. I said, I don't know what
We
I'd
got
do
3
with
deep
it.
freezers full.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I didn't think you needed
Bobby
another
couldn't
one.
Get over that.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Did you have a good time in
In Hawaii?
Hawaii?
Yeah.
Esther's going to send you some sympathy cards, but she couldn't find any. Sit down, sit down. Well, we got more chairs.
I'll go in one of these plastic ones.
We got more in the garage.
I'm operating that. Oh,
You just got back today?
Yeah, I got back this morning about. Well, we flew all left over there at 10:30. Got in at DIA at 9:15 this morning. Yeah, Greg got to do some snorkeling, and we went to this one place. Probably about 15 miles from shore on this boat.
Oh?
And Gregor was snorkeling, and he come up and said, "Pop," he said, "I seen 2 sharks." Yeah, he said 2 sharks.
Oh,
Yeah.
one would have been too many.
Yeah, he said, because he's swimming along, and pretty quick those fish just took off like that, you know. And he couldn't figure out what was going on.
Ooh.
Then looked back, and he seen
Oh, God.
2 sharks.
Oh.
There were sand sharks.
So what did he do?
They disappeared, you know. They just come in and went like that. They were he said they were sand sharks, is what they were, sand.
Oh, man.
Looking better.
I never did really feel bad. I just, I had no pep. And,
Yeah, but you're looking like better than you
Well,
did
I don't-
last time.
You know, I missed the last 2 blood fills.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, usually it's every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago Thursday was my day, and he said, "Hey, I got good news."
Well, great.
He said, "You don't need it."
Well, great. That's wonderful.
And then a week ago yesterday was 2 weeks again. He said, "Am I talking to the right guy?" He said, "You still don't need it."
Well, good. That's wonderful.
I hope next Thursday he's going to say, "I don't believe it."
Man, see what a little up there will help?
Yep,
That guy helps.
you bet. That's all we need is some wind.
Yeah.
Like I think I told you about Wayne. He started, swimming and snorkeling and swimming, and he said, "Geez, the fish are getting bigger." And
Like I say, yeah.
but I think I could. I think, but something could happen. I don't know.
We never know what tomorrow's going to bring, so
That's right.
It's a good thing we don't know.
No.
It's a good thing we don't know what tomorrow might bring. You never know. You never know, but just enjoy the best day you can. That's all you can do.
Well, I can't be sitting around. I don't like that.
Like I say, Scotty, and you don't feel good sitting around. I mean, you got to be doing something. And you feel better.
There was a.
Hi, David. How are you, sir? Good to see you. How you been? Doing okay?
You might.
I know. I thought, when we come from Eaton, I thought, well, we'll
He
see it before.
never
we
did
get
come
there.
in, or
Couldn't see it.
I think they're afraid they're not allowed to. But your feet?
No, I
It's
wouldn't
getting
have got an
colder 'cause the
extra
winds are
jacket.
blowing
I'm
now.
smart.
Well, that's what happens when you get old, I guess, ain't it?
Yeah.
But what do you do when you get my age?
Let's see, you're about 34.
How old are you, Scotty, if I might ask?
77.
77?
Yeah.
Oh,
Up until last November, I spent a lifetime bragging how well I feel, and
I know.
it caught up with me.
You know, when you get to mid-70s, it just falls apart.
Well, I don't know. I got a brother, almost 92. He still drives at night. He walks. I hate the damn guy.
I got a cousin that's over Johnstown. He's 96. He walks without a cane. He's got all of his teeth but one.
Gee, money.
And he chews tobacco like crazy. I hate him for that,
Yeah.
The only thing he's got is a hearing aid and wears glasses. Well, what's new about that? That's... Gee. Well, that's a nice job you did.
Well, thank you.
You guys are not moving, are you?
This bucking horse doesn't go with it, though. That's ours. We just stuck that up yesterday.
Oh, you did?
That's an added attraction.
How long is it going to be here yet, Scotty?
They're coming Monday morning.
Getting it on. When?
See, they were going to come first of this week.
I'm glad we saw that in the paper. We never got out here to see that.
Yeah, that's when
That was worth it.
when we saw it was going to be, we knew it was going to be, we called them and asked if they could leave it a little longer.
That was nice of them to do that thing.
Yeah.
You guys ain't moving, are you, Scotty?
Pardon?
You're not moving, are you?
No. They're going to come get them.
I mean, you're not moving out of here, though, from here, are you?
You mean the Acoveros?
You guys.
We're not what now?
You're not moving to town, are you, or anything like
Oh,
that?
I don't. Well,
Or are you?
I'm sure as hell dragging my feet. I know that. Well, I haven't looked or no, I don't want to go.
Oh, you'll like it, though.
I will.
Join the other old people like us,
Oh God.
What's the matter with that? We're the same age, gosh darn it. Well, listen, buddy, we'll see you later.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks for
Well,
the
thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed it.
You did. We really.
Boy, one guy last night, it didn't take him long to look. He drives in, right back out.
Oh,
I don't know if he's making a U-turn or what, but he sure didn't see anything.
Pretty worth coming out here then.
Do you have stuff out at Christmas time too?
Yeah, we're going to put him back out. Yeah.
We got to get out here and see that then, too.
You have been coming out?
No.
Oh, haven't you? No, we have them. We're going to put them out again.
Good.
Or I'm going to tell them where to put them because I can't carry anything anymore.
Yeah, we're good guys to tell them what to do now, aren't we?
Yeah,
You got
it's...
to tell them what to do. We can't do it ourselves.
Sad thing is, he's always trying to tell me what to do.
Oh,
Well, she's 8 months younger than I am,
I said he's been the boss too long.
the thing I'm going to miss the most is that little building over there.
Your shop.
Oh, man.
I know.
I think that's what Ray misses.
this is more.
Oh man, it's going to be tough.
Your own thing and get away from it all. Yes. Scotty, we'll see you
Okay,
later then.
well, thank you.
Watch what happens.
Okay.
Got it?
Of this 1/8 by 1 inch flat, 900 feet. And 5,916 holes drilled in them. 2 holes for each light. And total, there are 3,400 lights. Of course, they're not all showing because they never come out right. That's why we stick some in these oil cartons to hide them. And total iron, length of iron is almost 1,700 feet. I grew up on a farm, and I can talk to any farmer, even if he's from China, because we have something in common. Maybe it's something to bitch about, but we still have something in common. It's been neat the last few nights because there are people we haven't seen for years. And I mean a lot of them, it's been 40 years. But it's, yeah, we're tickled to see them. So I'm glad that they are coming out.
It's a good life.
It is. To some people, they would die of boredom out here, but not me. If you can't find something to do on a farm, you're not looking very hard.
Like build a huge sculpture, huh?
Well, even chopping weeds is better than sitting in a chair.
And better than chopping weeds is what you do with your lights.
Well, I've chopped many weeds in my life. And for some reason, I kind of liked it.
And you like doing this too?
Well, I really love doing this. I love to build things, but not little things. I never build a birdhouse or things like that. I don't want to.
Bigger is better?
Bigger is better. Even if it takes months and months, I still love it. Before I ever start anything, I can see it in my mind what it's going to look like.
Talk about your life and how terrific it's been, or how grateful you are to have such a blessed life.
You mean like when I was a little kid?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Now, then, your whole life. Just, you feel fortunate to be so blessed, or?
Well, I fairly well grew up here, and we worked. We all came from a big family. All of us worked. Nobody complained. We had good times. We were very poor. Never went hungry. But I have been extremely happy all my life. I really have. I've had a lot of disappointments, sure. But no, I had a happy life.